said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida State 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it here. They'll ride Davis here. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got room to work. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Third down coming up after that completion. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, he's got some space. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Noles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. In the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Out right at the 20-yard line, not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie. Instead, you knock it off the post.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Now on the option. The pitch. Got a little space. Turning on the Jets. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Fighting off the defender. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Dropping back, it's Newton. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. Hard running there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Here comes the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to sling it on second down. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeps it. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Crosses the 40. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Newton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Wide open spaces. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Offense in the hurry up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. throw that one in there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today. Oh, a lot of space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Right back to it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Buys a little time with his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good throw.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Ole Miss, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
You're just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Rebels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Using his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on first and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On the move. The Rebels will keep this drive going. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And the Rebels will snap it on first and 10. A design run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. To throw, it's Newton. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. That's caught. It's Simmons. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He breaks the tackle. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Simmons. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that's going to tie it up. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. It seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Set to kick this one off.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, he'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. He'll try. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. There's the pressure. He's going to take off. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not a chance. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's a seam wide open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quick release. but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
And it's right down the boulevard. Let's move on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a chance. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Quick completion on the out. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Rebels are on the move. Tries to do it himself on the draw. It's a running room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step 1. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, gets a 1st down.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick handoff. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Little touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. San Jose State showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Applewhite. Makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Finds his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Fights off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Noles with the 1st and 10. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Throws toward the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown Seminoles! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And with that extra point, they're up by 3, meaning a field goal just ties it. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Keeps it on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Newton. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's loose. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. They want to run this quarterback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide out. Quarterback will keep it. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Got to keep that urgency up here, but already in position for the game-tying field goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Handoff from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
It's good! A walk-off field goal, and he gets it done in OT.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Now on the move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
They'll pass on a game-tying field goal attempt and instead try to pick it up on 4th down. He's stopped short, and that's going to do it. A defensive stop wins it in overtime. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get